Another tropical storm expected to move over Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands as we go ahead through our day on Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. Let's break down this storm system's forecast specifically for Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands over the next few days. And I can tell you it's very similar to the last storm that just pushed overhead, but not exactly the same as Babinka here. This is the key thing. Look at the hindcast compared to the current satellite picture where this storm system is, and it's a little bit slightly towards the left. And as we have seen in the past, just even the slightest of difference in the forecast can make a big difference. And if this passes just south of Okinawa compared to just north of the island, it's going to put you in the right front quadrant in some of the worst of the weather. Now, not full on crazy typhoon conditions by any means, but definitely an increase in scattered showers, tropical storm strength wind gusts at the very least. So a T-Core storm watch, if you will, very well possible. If you're curious what I'm talking about with that, it's this right here. Basically, the T-Core systems what the U.S. military uses to warn people of an impending storm. T-Core storm watch isn't on this fantastic graphic. Oh, no, it is right there, right there. It means that winds are going to be not quite the 50 knots, but kind of picking up over the next few days here. So let's go back to our satellite picture, kind of show you where a storm, and by the way, that's not been issued yet. I'm just letting you know that's where I expect it's probably going to peak out at if for the military here. Low level center right in here, but here's the key thing. Kind of the bulk of the convection's on the right side of the storm. See, they're kind of wrapping around just like that with your low level center. So this means, I don't really expect this to wrap up. We got too much dry air filtering in here. So we're probably going to get a very lopsided storm as this gets closer and closer to the southern Japanese islands. You even see this here on microwave imagery, low level center there, kind of showing you where that convection is trying to build on the right side. And even the Joint Typhoon Warning Center does also pick up on this. If you don't know, these semicircles indicate the extent of tropical storm strength winds. See on the left side, doesn't really extend out very far, but the right side all the way across the Amami Islands. So once again, if that center, which according to JTWC, see it right there passing towards the south, if that center passes just south of Okinawa Honto, we could be looking at those tropical storm strength winds at the very least. With this storm system. So going back to these graphics from Metro Weather's Weatherscape, see it kind of kicking along there and eventually heads out towards Shanghai, where it could be bringing the second, named storm to that city. And of course, for less than a week. All right, so here's a close look at the ACMWF guidance. Once again, this is indicating, look at that, across the Amami Islands, parts of Okinawa. Let's actually pick this up. I think I can move this. Yeah, let's try to move this over to the right side. So we're talking about the northeast portion of Okinawa, and that's over 50 to 60 kilometer per hour winds. Now, in this scenario, you see how the southern end of the island doesn't get much. It all depends on where exactly that low level center. So as the storm approaches here on Wednesday, check the radar. Cadena has a great radar. You can check with JMA. You can see exactly where that low level center is going to be. But all of this, by the way, you have to remember, is revolving around this broader picture too of this monsoonal gyre. You can see kind of here how our storm pushes ahead, still enhancing monsoonal flow for the Philippines, but watch towards the north. Yeah, we could see a change in the pattern as we look ahead. Almost a bit of the northeast monsoon trying to set up here, which very well could just kind of change the general pattern and looking ahead. For right now, it is still this monsoonal gyre revolving around this Tutsal just over towards Luzon. But if we do see that come in, it could kind of squish this and put a stop to this monsoonal, just wet, rainy pattern, which is the reason why we've gotten back-to-back of these just kind of crummy looking storm systems. So yeah, for now though, Wednesday is going to be a messy day for Okinawa and the southern Japanese islands. So make sure you are staying dry out there and being smart and looking for that weather. Don't head out to the coast, especially on the East Coast. It's going to be rough surf. Don't want to get in your ports and be getting washed out to sea with rip currents or anything dangerous like that. Especially these cliff faces, they can turn deadly and dangerous in a snap across Okinawa. So yeah, if you have any questions though, please let me know. I'm always trying my best to keep you guys informed on what's going on. And yeah, number one thing as always is stay safe out there. Oh, lastly, if you want to support the channel, please do check out our Patreon, like and subscribe button. I say that every video, I know it gets redundant. I always try to save it to the end, but your support does matter. So I do want to say something. All right, thanks for watching. Stay safe.